But Shannon, how do you see this playing out?
Skip. Hell, I don't know. Does Kawhi know? Here's the thing. Okay, I want to go to the Lakers. Then Lakers or Clippers. Man, I don't want no parts of Toronto. I can see myself really liking Toronto. Now Brooklyn's into the equation. So let me get this right. Here's a guy that spent, 5, 6, 7 years in the organization and said 2 words to his teammates. Now he's on the phone, picking up the phone, calling guys he really doesn't know and asking whether or not they want to play with him.
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
What? Brooklyn?
Skip, some of it could be true. None of it could be true. All of it could be true. No matter the situation, this makes Kawhi Leonard look terrible. He's looking, and that's the problem you have. So he might not be saying anything. Maybe it's his representative. But since the representatives speak for you because you're not speaking, that's basically you speaking. It's making him look awful. It seems like he's indecisive. Like he really doesn't know what he wants. And like someone is like, what you think about this? Okay. What do you think about it? No. What do you think about that? Okay. What do you think about it? Skip, this is terrible. Brooklyn, Kawhi. Let that sink. I want people at home that's watching, and you know Kawhi Leonard. What's the likelihood of Kawhi Leonard picking up the phone and say, hey, bro, you know, I'm a free agent in 2019. What you think about us linking up in Brooklyn? That doesn't even sound like Kawhi.
He's close with Jonathan Simmons. Maybe he's calling Jonathan Simmons. You know,
he just signed that big deal in Orlando. Yeah. He can't go nowhere.
Okay.
So this makes no sense to me. It makes Kawhi look bad. But you know what? I'm going to forgive him next year in 2019.
See? Yeah. All of a sudden, heart trumps head.
Skip, you know this is a bad look.
What have I been trying to tell you for about 6 months? Head case. Weird dude, impressionable, unpredictable, blows with the wind, mentally and sometimes physically fragile. As you said, Lakers, Clippers, Sixers, hates Toronto. Might love Toronto. Brooklyn? This is lunacy because his uncle has taken over his basketball affairs and his business affairs. Yes. And it appears his uncle is thinking for him and often speaking for him off the record to reporters all over the country, dropping this hint and that hint, and they're probably coming mostly from the uncle.
I agree.
Want to know what the great irony of this story is? The Kawhi Leonard, who for all those years in San Antonio ran from the spotlight, now finds himself in the second brightest spotlight in the NBA to LeBron's spotlight.
Correct.
The whole league is watching and waiting. What are you going to do, Kawhi?
Right.
And it's just burning on his neck, you know, because this spotlight is getting hotter and hotter. And it's because he's so reclusive.
Right.
He won't speak. And so everybody's talking about him. Right now, they're talking about him even more than they're talking about LeBron because the LeBron mania sort of subsided in Los Angeles for a little while here. But
can you imagine if had LeBron not signed and all this was still going on with Kawhi?
Man. Okay, this is just me, and you can say I'm just a disgruntled Spurs fan, and I am. Because in the end, I'm going to tell you this one more time. He quit on the classiest, most player-friendly franchise in the NBA. I want that to sink into people out there. He quit on that franchise, not on Sacramento. If it had been Sacramento or, I don't know, Orlando.
It's still not okay to quit, so I don't believe he did it.
Okay, well, whatever, because you want him to play for the Lakers. But that's what happened. So I'm going to ask you, can you trust him going forward? Do you want to pay him whatever max he's eligible to make? Because I'm not sure about him, and I'm not being bitter about it. I'm just telling you the truth. I think he might have gone over that crazy edge that sometimes players go over, and then they never can quite get it back because he hasn't played much basketball for a year, and it's possible he's not going to play a whole lot of basketball going into next year, depending on where his head is.
He's going to be right.
Yeah.
He playing in the gym right now getting up shots.
Oh, is he?
Yep. Why, Skip?
I think he's getting
I know it hurts.
Whispers, right?
I know it hurts that he left your Spurs. And team and players, great players, don't normally leave the Spurs. Robinson finished his career there. Tim Duncan.
I mean, nobody leaves the Spurs.
Right. It seems
nobody
like
ever has an issue on the Spurs.
It seems like
when have they ever had a troubled, controversial, or embittered player. They just don't have them.
No.
Right?
No.
But for whatever reason, Kawhi fell out of favor. Maybe he doesn't like the way they handled the situation. Maybe he didn't like being confronted by teammates. But this makes no sense to me because, I don't know where Brooklyn came from. I don't know, and this doesn't strike. Kawhi is this reclusive. Even with guys on his own team, he doesn't strike me as a guy that's picking up the phone calling anybody about anything. Mm-hmm. So somebody just throwing this out there, trying to plan all this stuff, hoping that Magic's going to go ahead. Magic going to pull it. We're going to get him at the trade deadline, Skip. We're going to go ahead and give Masai Ujiri. We'll give him what he wants. A couple of picks.
Okay.
Maybe Ingram. But that's all we got for you.
Do you realize how Kawhi Leonard is realizing how much pressure and expectation he has built for himself now? If he was dreading San Antonio last year, whew,
yes.
It's just exploding. The world is waiting for Kawhi to show up and do something.
Well,
right?
I agree with you, Skip. He's put so much more pressure on himself because everybody sees him as their savior now because they say healthy, he's a top 5 player. Whew. Well, top 5 players take you places that other players can't take you.
Yeah.
And so now, even in Toronto, if he were to stay in Toronto mm-hmm. for the entire season, the expectation, as you said, they went from what? 8-1
to 4-1.
4-1.
Yeah.
That's where they are.
Sure.
So
that's how good he was. I'm not sure he is, but he was definitely a top. I kept making the case he's the best two-way player in basketball.
I guess Vegas thinks he's going to be back to that because that's the only reason. That's the only reason they would. I'm
going to remind you one more time. He rose in the shadows of Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker, and he became a Finals MVP, still in the shadow of those three.
That's why he's going to work so well with Bron.
All right, well, you could argue, but then there was that report he didn't want to play LeBron. I don't know. And then, remember, he got another year of grace period when they signed LaMarcus Aldridge because he really got to play in the shadow of LaMarcus because nobody thought it was Kawhi's team. They thought it was LaMarcus's team. And then the playoffs came, and LaMarcus got off to a hot start, and then he just disappeared. And all of a sudden, we go into last year, it's Kawhi's team. Oh. How you like that?
But see, as long as he's with LeBron, everything gonna be okay. Big brother gonna take care of him. Mm-hmm. So he get to do his little thing. You know, he over there playing. LeBron doing what he do, and Kawhi just having them a good old time, getting them rings.
Kawhi, you gonna play tonight? No. Hurt.
No, he won't do that. He won't do no.
My thigh hurts.
Skip, I told you from the very beginning, y'all was handling this wrong.
Why? You gonna play tonight? No.
No,
my thigh hurts.
Yep, no. It was
Why?
hurt.
That's hilarious.
So are you saying that he was hurt? You said his thigh was hurting. That's what you're saying?
He took a knee to the thigh. I give you that.
It hurt.
Shannon Sharpe took 9,000 knees to the thigh.
But that's different.
Okay.
Football players are expected to play with more pain than basketball players. You know that
LeBron plays with pain. He sucks it up every night. I've never seen anything like it before.
We're wired a little different than basketball players.
All right.
You know that.
Well, but LeBron's wired differently.
Yeah.
He plays basketball.
Yeah.
Could have played football. Kawhi Leonard, mentally, physically, fragile.
No, but you didn't say that when he was the best two-way player.
Well, he wasn't acting like this, and nobody really expected him to be. And then all of a sudden, Chris Broussard's predicting MVP. And guess what? Thigh hurts.
I'm predicting he go to the Lakers championships. That's what I'm predicting. You predicting that too?
Heart overhead, Mr. Sharpe.
You predicting that
Good
too?
luck. I just say good luck to you if
Skip,
you acquire
Skip, that'll really hurt.
Leonard.
That'll really hurt, Skip.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, to see that guy, y'all had him, and to win a championship with the Lakers.
Hurt. I would agree. Yeah. That would be a soul crusher.
Can you imagine, what's her name, Meghan Markle?
Oh, right.
Her ex-boyfriend? He looking at her, she married a prince. She married a prince. She didn't just get some guy. She got a prince in a real castle.
Yeah.
That's what happened to you. Kawhi having that confetti rain down on him. Yeah. You hurt just like that. Just like her ex. Like, dang.
Missed out.
She married a prince for real.
Maybe he was tired of her. I don't know.
No.
How do you know? How do you
Skip,
know?
stop you being mean.
I'm not being mean. I'm just being honest.
No.
You know what I think about this Brooklyn thing, fellas? I think I got it, Skip. I think he missed the black and silver. It's the colors.
It is.
And he's like, you know what? It didn't work out in San Antonio, but I can get that black and silver in Brooklyn.
We got black uniforms at Lakers. Don't they got black uniforms?
See, here we go, always.